So today we're going to talk about inside zone and our inside zone blocking scheme. There's a few ways, different ways to block this. Today we're not talking about split zone or zone read, which is ways we deal with the backside end. We just put a tight end to the backside, and we're going to have that tight end block the end man line of scrimmage one on one. So for our five interior linemen, their rules are the same. They have to protect play side gap first. Play side head up, they're protecting play side gap. If they don't have a man play side or head up, they're going to go away from play side. If there's a man in that gap, they'll protect that. If they're uncovered, they don't have a man to their play side or to their inside, they're going to step play side gap, protect that gap against any type of line stunt, and work up to backer. Um, and realistically, in all of these, we really want the guards working up to the linebacker, regardless of what the alignment is. The call that they're going to make is just really their initial responsibility. In this particular formation, we have 2 4 eyes, which means both guards have a man to the B gap. So those guards are going to make a B call. We'll start on play side, which is to the right. This card would make a B call. The tackle would respond with tag. So it sounds like B B B tag. They both know that the guard is protecting B gap. He has to protect B gap because he has a man to his play side gap. So we've got to go there first. That allows us. That tells the center that he's one on one with the nose. And we'll get to what would happen if there was not a man in B gap in this particular situation here in a minute. So the guard and tackle are going to combo that in, working up to the linebacker, really trying to get movement on that end vertically up the field, open up the hole, and then seal that linebacker, um, keeping their shoulders square to the linebacker so the guard can come off that block and get the linebacker. The center is just going to let that nose determine which way he's going to go. If he fights hard play side, the center is just going to wash him out play side and allow the F to cut back, which is what I expect him to do. But if the guard's able to seal the nose, we should have a good hole play side in the A gap that he can get into as well. So backside guard and tackle, there's nobody in the play side gap for the guard. So he's going to give a B call. He's going to step towards the end, aiming at the inside hip. He's really going to get his shoulder pad to the bottom of his numbers and lift that end up, get to allow the tackle to get underneath him, get movement, and then the guard's going to come off to the backer, and he's going to really want to come off kind of quick because this backer is going to flow, and he's got to be able to catch him. Now, if the backer steps hard into A gap, the guard's going to come off and just seal him from getting into A gap. If that backer really flows hard play side, the guard's going to wash him down, just like the center did with the nose, and allow that to open up for the backside cut for the running back. And then the tackle, once again, is trying to get movement. The guard will lift, the tackle will drive and get movement on that end. Now, if either one of these guards did not have a man uh, in, or especially the play side guard didn't have a man to his play side gap, we'd get what we call a clean call. Play side guard, PG, clean. So it's clean because it's PG. And what that means is that the center and guard are going to center and play side guard are going to double team the nose. That's a clean call. It's just like the double team between the tag call between the guard and tackle, but it's going to be between the center and the play side guard. You get a clean call, it's going to sound like this. The guard will say A. Center will say clean. They both know that they're going to double team the nose with the guard working up the backer. Now, if the nose was shaded backside away from the play call, then we would have a dirty call here because the play side gap for the backside guard would be occupied. So the guard would say A, and the center would say dirty, meaning he's going to double team the nose with the backside guard. Dirty, OG, opposite guard. It's dirty, it's not clean. So that's basically the play calls. Or the blocking calls on this. That's what you're going to see on the field. That's how it's going to sound. So here we have it once again against the double 4 eyes. I'm not going to draw this up against every potential defensive formation. And the first one's going to show you with the nose trying to fight and stay hard, resist the movement, and the center's able to seal the nose. And there's the play. The F will bounce into that A gap. Now, what the F is trying to do here, before I play this again, is he's really looking. He's looking play side A gap, then he's looking outside, and then backside. So as he's taking the handoff, his eyes are on that play side A gap. He's seeing what's happening in front of him, and he's looking, is that play side A gap available? While keeping his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, he wants to see if that's available. If it's not, he can bounce it to the outside. He's not going to cut and bounce until he's sure that's where he's going. Once you commit, you can't come back. So he's going to keep square. He's looking inside. He's going to glance outside. If that's not there, he's cutting back. And we really want this to hit between the tackles. Um, just looking at the flow of that defense, really looking at the nose and the two backers and seeing where they're going. We'll watch it again as he gets square, bounces right into that A gap, and there we go. Now I'm going to draw this up with the nose resisting that block and refusing to get sealed by the center. And the center is once again just going to wash him down. That allows the F to cut back inside of that backside backer. But once again, if that backside backer plays hard over the top, that guard will wash him down and he'll actually cut around that backside backer. And that's an even better play for us most of the time. So you just seal that nose and get right in that gap. And if that backer decides to uh, chase play side, the guard can easily just come off. It's an easier block for him just to wash him out than it is to try and seal him. And then the F has an even better hole there. All right, guys. So that's inside zone. Just a quick synopsis of how we run it and what we're looking for. Hope you guys enjoyed the post, and please feel free to give me feedback.